Hello, and happy April, May, June Fool's Day to you all. I am in a time zone 2 hours different from my normal time zone, and I scheduled the video for the normal time, which I should have scheduled it for 2 hours later, and I failed. And 45 of you had already shown up going like, where are OGP and John? And my bad, that's on me. But here we are now. So how about them apples? John, how you doing this evening?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well. I am in, I have nothing. I'm at my brother's house, and I don't have my little clappy clappers. So I'm deep in the heart of Texas. And I had a good time today. Went to the Rangers and Padres baseball game. And my kids had pitched in to get me and my brother tickets for Father's Day. And the tickets we got were like right down on the field level. Was like this really nice, extravagant buffet, all you could eat. And then throughout the ball game, all you could eat nachos, hot dogs. But it was like very fancy buffet that like went on halfway through the game. And then all you could drink as well. So I'm surprised I only had five. I had 5 beers, a couple Diet Cokes, and bottle of water to kind of, even things out a bit. But had an amazing time at the ball game today. And I've had a pretty nice trip so far. I went to see some Breaking Bad filming locations that I'm editing a video for that's going to be out this week. I know I posted on Instagram that the video was going to come out, but I've only had my laptop and I'm on a trip, and I haven't had much time to sit around and edit. So once I get home, I'll get it all edited, and or maybe if I'm in a hotel room overnight and I have nothing going on, maybe I'll get it edited and get it up. But there will be a video of me going to some Breaking Bad filming locations coming up soon. All the footage is transferred off my phone onto the computer here. So it's in the process, but just not there yet. So I've done some other things over the last few days, and it's been a very, very, very busy trip, but it's been a tough week. We've had my grandmother's funeral, and being away from the kids on Father's Day kind of stinks, but it was really nice to spend it with my brother and going to the ball game and stuff. So we've made the best of it, and we've had a very good time. So how was your week, John? What were you up
to? Mostly working. That's really about it. Just trying to get things organized for other things. So
living the wild life, living a wild lifestyle.
Well, I've decided that I desperately have to lose weight, and so I've been trying to figure out a good way of doing that. I've been looking at what groceries to purchase. I've been looking at your fingers, unless they're someplace that I can't see, aren't doing anything.
They're walking.
Your fingers walk?
Yeah, I'm saying you
mine only go up. Mine only go up here.
Oh.
Peace and love. Going through. If I was on the plane, 9/11 would have never happened. Would not have. Looking at the spreadsheet, dealing with money, and in a good way. So stuff like that, just trying to get shit organized. And I watched a movie with somebody who had a heart attack, and it kind of bugged me that it was like, this guy looks like he's in good shape, but he has a heart attack, and I'm like a fat ass and haven't had a heart attack, but yet it's like it could happen. Well, what I was thinking of is like you today, let's say I plan for something. What today's Sunday. I plan on something Wednesday. I could be dead Tuesday.
Correct.
So it's like that really kind of bothered me that it's you make these plans, or if I order something from eBay, it comes in like a week after I'm dead. So it's like,
Well,
well,
you don't have to worry about it. If you're dead, you don't have to worry about it.
no, but
Not
then it
your
just kind of
problem anymore.
no. So it's stuff like that that's kind of making me go, I just have to
Yeah.
figure out
Well,
stuff. So
my suggestion with the walking fingers is you have a big, beautiful park across the street from you. Well, or not too far from you, and
well, yeah, across the
you know,
street. Yeah.
just you could walk over there and just walk around the park and back each night. Uh,
Well, yeah, and there's plenty of areas to walk, and there's like a dog park, I think, and there's other things that are in that area, including homeless people. But
stop
it's
by and say
yeah,
hi. Maybe you get lucky.
that's true. I
You
some of
know?
those homeless people that I've seen walking around look pretty good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's kind of like if you just took a washcloth and maybe just cleaned their face, they'd be okay. So
Hashtag homeless hotties.
that's right. Yes. And but I need better shoes. So I have the
Mm,
shoes I bought from work just are not good. And then
no.
I did buy shoes off of Walmart. I bought their restaurant shoes, which are normally very comfortable for me, but these aren't, and I don't know why.
Wow.
So it's the first time I've done that online. So maybe I just have to go in and actually buy them off the shelf. But so it's yeah, it's stuff like that. Some stuff that people in the chat don't care about. So
Gotcha.
but that's the thing. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's just don't let excuses kind of stop you. That's the toughest thing is getting started on anything like that. And so, um, it's oh well, I don't have shoes, or it's hot outside, or this or that or the other. And so many people think like, oh well, I have to have a gym. I have to have like all these things to like exercise or to get healthy and stuff, or I have to run. Well, you don't have to even run. It's just because a lot of times the running actually does more damage than good. Because sorry, I have a setup here. Where I have like my laptop hooked up to my brother has this like office kind of setup thing here with multiple monitors and stuff, and I'm trying to get going here, and look at a couple different things, and it looks like I just want to make sure I saw that I got a notification that I got a PayPal, and I think that's Jeff, but I can't find out because I have a new phone, I have this laptop, I have all these things going on that are out of the normal, and PayPal balance. Why? So Jeff sent $10. So the scroll down below that I have not updated is correct and as appropriate. So thank you very much for the PayPal donation there, Jeff. Really appreciate you. I just wanted to make sure that I was thanking him properly for that. And wishing Jeff, wasn't it Jeff's birthday? I think I saw something that was Jeff's birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yes, very, very happy birthday to you, and belated, I think, by a day or two. So sorry about that, Jeff.
You're busy.
But anyway, so many, yeah, I'm on the road, So many people think, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that. All these things I need to exercise. You just got to get out and walk. You just got to go.
Well, walking is really good, and like I said, I do have a great place for that. And
Yeah.
a long time ago, I lost about 40 pounds by simply just changing what I ate. Stuck with a routine of what I ate, and then had one cheat day, which wasn't even really a cheat day. But I up in Marin County, up in Madrone Canyon, they had something that was pretty much the equivalent of like a military course that was trails, and it would go up and up and up and up, and then you would go down and stuff, and I would walk that every single day, and it would take me about an hour to do it.
Nice.
So, and I ended up losing, I think my goal was 200 and I was at 201.
Nice.
And so it worked out really well. My knees are a problem, as you know. It could be arthritis, it could be my weight, but I'm going to start doing like just knee stretches in the mornings just to kind of get it going. Different things like that. I was doing the TikTok videos recently. I did 2, and where they wanted me to get onto the ground, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. And one of them that I did was I was supposed to be having like a heart attack because of the heat, and I hit up against a truck, and I slipped and smashed on my side really hard, and my hat fell off, and but it looked great. It
I
looked
was
great
going
on
to say, yeah,
camera.
everybody probably got a good laugh and probably.
Yeah. I mean, people responded to like, "Oh my God, poor guy, he fell." And I had to do that again, and it was just like, okay, well, you guys know I can get down, but I'm gonna need help getting back up.
Somebody will have to pick me.
So yeah, I don't like that. I just don't like that at all. And when people sit there and talk about fat pride, or you shouldn't make fun of fat people and stuff, it's like, no, you absolutely should. You should make, same thing with people who smoke, anything like that, that is, something that is really bad for your health. I don't think that you should glorify it and sit there and say, I'm 500 pounds and I have like 8 rolls going up and I'm proud. No, you're not, you're just, I'm sorry. You're just all these YouTubers that do this for money, who just eat endlessly, are dead.
Yeah.
So it's like that was their big thing, and they started out thin, and now they're dead. So it's just stuff that I've been thinking about lately, and also like the cats. Like if something were to happen to me, and nobody would know, and then they would have no
Make
food
sure they
or
got food for
water,
a couple days. Yeah. Make sure they got food for a couple days.
you would probably know because you wouldn't be able to get a hold of me. You'd be like, dude, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 3 days, and of course I didn't show up at the job. So they have
your work would probably start looking for you.
Yeah, so it might take a day or 2, but still. Yeah. So it's and I am diabetic, and I do shit to help that at all. I do nothing to help that.
Yeah. Well, so got to turn it around. So hopefully things once you get on a roll with it, when you change your diet, that's the whole I don't like the idea of cheat days, and I have a lot of friends that say, oh, I'm going to do this and then do a cheat day. Because once you get like the sugars and stuff, you want more, and it's like kind of like an addiction. But once you get off of them and you don't eat sugar, your body stops craving it, and you don't want it anymore. So you have a cheat day. Then when you come back from your cheat day, it's that much harder to eat right. So for me, it's just maybe here and there a cheat item or something, or just go like Tom Brady and just have avocado ice cream.
Well, I did, and I was proud of myself as I went through the refrigerator and the cabinets, and I just threw stuff away. I just said, I can't do this whole thing of when it's gone. It's like, oh, well, once I eat it, I just won't buy it again. Chips or cookies, whatever it is. I just got a bag and just threw it all away. And I've really tried to stop myself from going out and buying, more things, because it's being on having my spreadsheet. I have like $36 until next payday.
Ouch.
But I don't, it's the spreadsheet, there's money in the account. But according to my spreadsheet, if I don't want to sacrifice something, it's like $36, but I've already bought groceries and everything. Yeah. So I'm good. I just have to get out of that habit of going to 7-Eleven and buying a pizza, or going to McDonald's or whatever it is. And plus I thought of it, I am kind of lonely, I wouldn't mind start dating again or something like that. And in my mind, I wouldn't want to date me. I don't look good. I don't look good. And
don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to date you either.
And well, that makes me sad, but that's okay. I understand. But if I don't think somebody would want to date me, that means I wouldn't want to date them. And if they look like me, if they're overweight and they don't seem to want to take care of themselves, I don't want to get into the position that I got into before, which would be I did date somebody who was overweight, who said, we could lose weight together. we ended up gaining weight together. So so it's like, no, I can't. And there's no way I'm going to find some hot chick who is going like, all right, you're a project, let's go. Because I don't think those girls exist.
Well,
they'd rather just find somebody who's already in shape.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. You are who you are, and either you're motivated and you're going to work on these things, or you're not. And you get together, it's not going to work out. You just need to and then we do it yourself.
We blamed each other. That was the thing. We're both sitting there eating a Big Mac and we're like yelling, you fucking bitch, you fucking asshole. We're just like eating these Big Macs and basically just screaming at each other. You made me do this. No, you made me do this. So it's just, it's
sitting here drinking my my soda.
Yeah. Well, and it's moderation. You saw me that one day when we went to 7-Eleven. I didn't get the giant cup. I got the one down from it. And I said, I don't want to be a pig. But now it's just like, I just got to give up soda entirely, even if it's diet or sugar free, maybe once in a while. But when I did my cheat day way back in the day, I used to go to Weight Watchers. I lost so much weight so fast, changing my diet, exercising, doing all that. The women there were pissed. And I was actually asked by the women who worked there if I wouldn't mind becoming one of the people who stood in front of them to say, this is how you could lose weight. And I said no, because I got all this, all these dirty looks from all these women who weren't losing the weight that they wanted to. But I would go on Thursdays, I'd get weighed in. They'd be like, oh, you lost X amount of pounds. I would then go to my cheat day, which was I went to a deli, got myself a nice deli sandwich, like a diet soda and some chips, like a little bag of chips. And it would be like the little bottle of soda. And even the sub sandwich would only be like so big. And that was my whole cheat day. That was it. And then I figured, okay, I have the whole rest of the week to lose that, which was really nothing, because then I would still lose 2 or 3 pounds when I get weighed in. So, and that's what I have to, that's what I have to do again.
Yep. It's just committing to a healthy lifestyle. And that's the hardest part.
But I do appreciate everybody in the comments making suggestions. So I really do. I really do appreciate that, because I didn't think that people would care, to be honest. So, but I do appreciate it.
Speaking of that, let's say hello to them, and then let's talk about things that we should be talking about, like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Jami, and I'm not going to go all the way back to the beginning of the comments from 4 hours ago, or from 2.5 hours ago, when they thought we were going to start. So I apologize, but we will start with the comments that started here at 7 o'clock. And Mr. Jami, what's up? Metal Greg, how you doing?
Hey.
Jamie Norwood, what's up? Major 7, what's up? Nightwalker, evening guys. I watched Martyrs the other night for the first time. I think the ending has messed me up for life. Wow, Martyrs, phenomenal movie.
Hopefully it's the original one. Do not watch the remake.
Yeah,
it is horrible.
Yeah,
it's almost worth watching back to back, because it's so bad. You're just like this going, how could they fuck this up so bad? Yeah. But yeah, that original movie is great.
Yes, it is. That's awesome. The one opportunity I missed when my brother lived in San Diego, which his condo at the time was literally across the street, which the back of the stadium faces apartment. Oh, wow. Yeah, nice.
Oh, for like running or walking. And
I think this is from 15. It was a while ago. He's talking about going to a ball game, I think.
Oh.
Stadium. Yeah. Daniel Berry, what's up? And Jeff Keaton, what's cracking? Jeff, how you doing? Carbs and sugar, John. That's the secret.
Yeah. Bread is my enemy. So
to carrying around an extra 6-pack. Deadpool just watched Obsession. About to watch Scary Movie. Nice. Obsession. I hope you enjoyed it. I think most people do. Scary Movie. Good luck.
Yeah, they're already talking Academy Award nomination for the lead actress.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mario, happy Father's Day to you guys. How was it? I got movies on Friday. I got Vampire. Nice. Father's Day was great for me. Like I said, went to the ball game with my brother. and pigged out, ate lots of food, and had some beers and stuff. It was a very nice time. Had to check myself when it came down to health. No, magnetic cone. We all do. We all do. It's easy. Even if you're thin, it doesn't mean you're healthy. It doesn't. It's got to be mindful of what we put in our bodies. John Carpenter Vampires. About time I got it. Decent. Mario. Yeah, no, that's a great movie. What'd you do for Father's Day? Just covered that. Jeff says my doc says diet is 80% of losing weight. Yeah, I agree. But if you just sit and you do nothing, you might lose weight, but it doesn't mean you're healthy or in shape.
Well, you're not gaining any muscle. It's.
Yeah. Well,
I lost a fair amount of weight when I was broke.
Yeah.
When I had my apartment and everything, and I had like $5 to my name, I would just go and buy pasta because it was $1, and that was I could get that and some sauce. For like $3, and that would be my dinner for a couple of days. But if you're broke, you lose weight really fast.
Yeah. Well, and that's, but a lot of people don't realize the most important thing about, like walking, like exercise, is just elevating your heart rate. So that way, you're actually, burning calories, and your heart is a muscle. All of your organs are muscles. They need, to work too. And so it's not just about, building muscle. It's you've got to.
Yeah. I'm just imagining, because you do see pictures of this stuff. Like if this is my heart, I can only imagine there's like this much of fat surrounding my heart.
Oh yeah.
That it's just like, it's like, okay, we're going to be giving out at some point, dude. You got to do something. So,
Magnetic Cone says, I do a sugar-free diet. That's good plan. On February 14th of 2025, I fell down, went to the hospital for that. Jamie, that sucks. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Developed diabetes 7 years ago, got my mind right, and was off metamorphin in 4 months. Haven't been on meds since. It can be done. Agree. No, I understand. Yeah, no, Jeff, healthy lifestyles and lots of exercise. It does amazing things. So, well, there you go. Yeah. Dollar Tree would date you, John. How about that?
Oh, well, thank you, Dollar Tree. That's very nice of you. Wow.
Would John get a discount on, like pencils and like bottles of aspirin and greeting cards? These are things we need to know.
Yeah, yeah. And if you look anything like your picture with the mustache, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared shitless when I hit my diagnosis. Yeah. Oh no, Jeff. I remember years ago I was told I was pre-diabetic, and because my triglycerides were very high, and because I drank a lot of soda, and then I switched over to Diet Coke, got the sugars down, and that went away. But hearing that type of news is very scary. Diabetes screws you over in 100 different ways. Yeah, my dad was diabetic, and my brother, who I'm at his house here, he's walking around somewhere, but. We lost our dad, and part of it was because of diabetes, but he had lost his leg and stuff because of infection. So it is no fun. You got to take care of yourself. John, you're a funny dude, says Magnetic Cone.
Thank you.
Jeff hasn't eaten a cookie, cake, ice cream, or candy bar in 7 years. That's an accomplishment, Jeff. That is an amazing accomplishment. Cookies, ice cream, candy bars I could do without, but cake is my vice. I am in trouble.
Cheesecake.
Or cheesecake too, yes. Yeah, that is as long as it's got the word cake in it.
There you go.
John, tell those women you lost weight having lots of sex. Well, there you go. Well, and calories, right?
It's funny. When I was overweight, not like this, but when I worked at a video store way back in the day, there was this really hot girl that would come in, and I asked her out, and she goes, well, let me think about it. And then I guess she talked to a coworker of mine, and my coworker came up to me and said, you know what? She would date you if you lost 20 pounds. Well, I lost 40 pounds and told her to go fuck herself. So it was like, you could have dated me when I was overweight and just maybe helped me lose those 20 pounds. But now that I lost the 40 pounds on my own, you can go fuck yourself. So it's like, you're obviously just looking at me for my weight and not who I am. So,
yeah, you just love me for my belly rolls.
That's right, my big jelly rolls.
Let's see. Eating healthy seems like it's more expensive than buying junk food. And in Nick B, no, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
You go, because I mean, like, if you go get like fresh meats produce, things like that. Like produce doesn't last long is a problem. You have to be able to eat it before it goes bad, and meats are very expensive. So, and like you go to the grocery store, you want to eat, around the outside. You don't want any, grains or pastas, or you don't want all of these carbs. You just want, if you're seriously trying to lose weight, vegetables and proteins. That's it.
And milk duds. 2 boxes of milk duds.
Milk duds? Yeah. No, I am very glad that Fluffy got off the milk dud diet. He needs to get his ass off the Taco Bell diet, though. That's not a good thing.
No. Yeah,
Christian, what's up? How you doing? And look at that. Looks like we're caught up on the comments here. So, no, we just jumped ahead. I must have missed some stuff because I saw, where was it? I think I did jump ahead on the comments because Dollar Tree said, yes, rest in peace to, was her name Davy Chase? I don't know how you would pronounce it. But let me pull this up here.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can.
Maybe I'd recognize the face.
Remove this.
While you look it up, what I did do with groceries that I'm going to go tomorrow is I bought them online. It cost me nothing. It was nothing. And I just, her. Yeah, that's right. That's sad.
Yeah, 35,
some other stuff.
Years old. Yes. So, and so she was, I think, in the ring. She was the girl down in the well.
Yeah.
At the bottom. Yeah. And so it says, all of us here at Bloody Discussing are deeply sad to learn that actress, I think it's Davy Chase, has passed away at just 35 years old, as reported by TMZ. So she was in
meningitis.
Her boyfriend, Roy Hernandez, tells that she died from meningitis, an infection in her blood, which caused her to have septic issues. Terrible things. 35 years old. Come on. Way too young.
But that's what I'm thinking. You're 34 and you're like, in the next 5 years, I'm doing this stuff. No. It's really, it's sad. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah. And she was the voice of Lilo in Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and she's also been in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Charmed, ER, Touched by an Angel, CSI Cold Case, Big Love, all kinds of different things.
No idea. I had no idea she was in all that stuff.
Chase appeared in the films The Rats, Silence, Carolina, Beethoven's Fifth, Yellow, Little Red Wagon, Transference. A lot of these movies I've never heard of, but still, she's had a nice career. Irregardless of all that, 35 years old is way too young. So, rest in peace to her. Condolences to her family, fans, loved ones, and all that stuff. HC, happy Father's Day, OGP and John. Thank you very
happy
much.
Father's Day to you too.
And yes, let's see. I think she was in S. Darko. It doesn't. It does say she also appeared as Samantha Darko in the classic.
Oh, she's Donnie's sister, little sister.
And she did play S. Darko.
Both Donnie Darko movies. I am one of the only people out there that liked S. Darko. Everybody I know hated it. I actually thought I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first film, but I liked it.
I still have not watched it. I own it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And I'm sorry. Yeah, forgive me. I skipped over that paragraph there. So she had a bad lifestyle that did her in. Oh, was that the case? Man. Fluffy says, I almost died at 37 from my blood being septic. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Yeah, I remember that. There's been twice where Fluffy's almost bit the bullet there. But luckily he went to the hospital, got himself taken care of, and kept on ticking. So, yeah, no, scary stuff. And it could come at any time. You don't know. So that's why you got to take care of yourself. She was also voice of Lilo from the original Lilo and Stitch. Yep, that is correct, Michael McNally. And happy Father's Day, OGP. Thank you very much, Moto Greg. And happy Father's Day to Cat Dad, John Ward.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I put it out there, happy Father's Day, but I don't celebrate it. So.
Ronald James Norwood, 77, passed away peacefully on August 21st, 2024 in Happy Valley, Oregon. Ooh, that sounds like a nice place. After a long brave battle with Lewy body dementia. Huh.
Do
Dementia's terrible.
we know who that is?
I'm thinking that it's Jamie Norwood said about Ronald James Norwood, so that must have been like a father or grandfather.
Oh,
so yeah. So sorry about that. And HC, thank you again for the super chat there. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's a relative. I'm sorry. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
Sorry to hear that. Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was like an actor. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. No problem. Right.
Unfortunate.
My brother is hitting the road. He's his wife is coming back. He's got to go pick her up. Anyways, yeah, very sad news about her. But let's see here. Other news in the world, Curry Barker's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie aims to capture the rawness of the original. Very good. Hopefully he does.
I have an issue with some of this stuff that they're talking about with, like back rooms and obsession with the directors and stuff is they all talk about slop. We don't want this big budget slop. We don't want these sequels slop. We don't want remakes slop. We don't want, all these are horrible. Make these low budget movies. But now they're all going off and making Hollywood slop. So these interviews with like Cory Barker, he's doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's talked about how we don't want remakes or sequels. We want original stuff. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a remake. And it's not going to be cheap.
No, it's not. But here's the thing with Texas Chainsaw. Somebody's going to make it. Somebody is going to make it. And at this point, I don't think I would mind seeing Cory Barker make it.
I think you just have no. I have no problem with him doing it. I just find it funny is that when people discuss this stuff, like, sequels are awful these days, remakes are awful these days, movies cost way too much, you shouldn't do this, it's all Hollywood slop, it's all garbage, and then they go out and do it. So it's has
Cory Barker said that in interviews?
Yeah, he's done interviews where he's talked about that because obsession costs so little that that they're just like, wow, you're this is genius. Oh well, yeah, because it's not Hollywood slop, but yet you're just going to make Hollywood slop. I would do it. I don't blame him at all.
100%. No, 100%. Yeah,
I would do it. Sure.
Yeah. My thought is, I think you could make a very good Texas Chainsaw movie. I mean, really good with a couple names for less than $20 million. You don't need $100 million, and it's a horror movie. So really, what are they going to get? And especially after the last Texas Chainsaw Netflix flop, what are they going to get? So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But it does say Cory Barker will write and direct an untitled horror movie for Blumhouse. In closing, what is described as a rich 8-figure deal. Barker will write, produce, and direct his third film for Blumhouse. All details are being kept secret, but it's described as original horror idea. The project was bought off a pitch Barker made to Universal's top brass. Well, you go make a movie that makes $300 million. You think the people at Universal probably are going to listen to you. So,
you do anything you want.
Yes. Gail says, did you enjoy your baseball game? I very much did. We had a great time at the ball game today. Thank you for that. And happy Father's Day to you, Gail. Brent Mania, what's up? Happy Father's Day to you. And how's John today? John, how are you today, sir?
I'm fine. Just got a lot on my mind. Just got a lot to think about.
Sure.
But thank you for asking.
Yeah. So I didn't go see any movies this week. In fact, I take it back. My brother and I watched 2 movies, and I'm trying to remember what. John, I know you have one movie specifically that you wanted to talk about. We watched Fast Charlie. Have you seen Fast Charlie?
No, I don't know if I know that one.
So Fast Charlie stars Pierce Brosnan, Morena Baccarin, James Caan. It was James Caan's last movie before he passed away.
Oh.
I know there's a couple other familiar faces, but I don't know the names. But it says, when his aging mob boss is whacked, Charlie Swift, a loyal friend and hired gun will stop at nothing to destroy the upcoming crew that took him out. And so Pierce Brosnan is Charlie Swift. This is Pierce Brosnan being like a Liam Neeson kind of deal. It was a very good movie. We enjoyed it.
Okay.
So, and then we also watched Pressure, the new movie, which...
Oh, yeah, about D-Day.
Yes. And why can I not just get to it? Here we go. So it's a great war movie. It's a different take, and I've seen it. It hasn't got the greatest reviews, but I think people expected like a war movie, where this is a little more drama, kind of like the Nuremberg movie. Some action and stuff, but more drama. But starring Brendan Fraser, who's phenomenal as Ike, and Carrie Condon, who she's great. Let's see here, who's in it? Damian Lewis is in it, and there's some other familiar faces. But the cast was great. The story is great. It's about the decision to do D-Day. Do they go with the invasion or not based on the weather? Do you risk like having a bunch of people drown because they can't get to shore? Or the flip side of the coin is, do you risk waiting and letting the Germans find out about this invasion? So it's a very dramatic movie, a great movie. And we watched it. My brother, because came to streaming, but it cost like $20 to buy it or whatever. So my brother bit the bullet and paid for it, and we were able to watch it. But very good movie. I very much enjoyed it. So
that's good. Yeah, I've heard good things.
And so I don't know that I've seen anything else this week. No, because the last thing I watched before that was Burn After Reading, which was hilarious.
Yeah, Coen brothers. Yeah.
George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and many, many others. So what have you seen this week, sir?
Well, I will save this for next week, because we'll do the tier list next week. But I did watch one movie, and I'm not going to say which one it was. That is on the calendar, and I turned it off after 43 minutes. I hated this film. There was no way that it could be one of the best films ever made. I've wanted to see it for a long time, and I couldn't take it. I just could not do it. And this is, I had visions of you turning something off because people are just bickering.
That's how I roll.
And it's just like, I'm not going to sit through this just because it's considered one of the best, if that's all they're doing is screaming and yelling at one another. And there's one line in the film that made me go, I'm done. And this is a married couple, and they're getting a divorce, and the husband goes, did you not like me because I beat you? And I went, I'm done. I am done. I am.
Do you own that movie?
No, I don't. I've wanted to see this for years. I don't want to say what it is, because I'll let people know when we're actually doing it, and you'll know what my rating is on it. But I've loved the lead actor. I've wanted to see this movie for a very long time, and I'm so let down by it. And I mean, the wife is a bitch. The husband is a cuck. It's like, I just don't. I can't. No, I just could not do it.
You don't have that movie in your possession. You'll probably never will.
No, it will not be an obsession with possession.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
You spoiled it, not me.
Oh.
But in other news, I guess. Okay, so you watched that, and you watched the other movie we're going to talk about. Well, two movies we're going to talk about in just a second. Let's get through these because we'll spend a little bit of time talking about these two movies that John has watched. But I would kind of like to note this first.
Is that tomato based on anybody?
The tomato, that's me.
That is you. Okay.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah. I did not want to offend anybody else and have anybody go, "You told me a retard." I just used my face. But I did want to take a look at the tomato scores for the week here. This is interesting. As much of hate as Disclosure Day is getting, it's sitting there at an 80 and a 71. it's not terrible scores. So I don't think you have seen it, right, John?
I haven't seen any of these. I'm kind of interested in Death of Robin Hood, but I don't know if I'll see that in the theater.
Oh, there we go. I wasn't over far enough to get my little scrolly over button. So, no, watch at home. I don't want to watch at home, you tomato meter. I'm watching in the theater. I need to talk about the theater. Backrooms, 88 and 74. Still a good score. Obsession, I love this, that it's still 94 and 94. That is, it's amazing. It's such a good movie, and I'm so glad that it's not getting the hate. Scary movies get. Look at that Scary Movie, 22 and a 65, and I don't know why anybody's given. At least it's out of the 70s though, and down at 65. Who in their right mind is giving that a 65? Nobody laughed. Maybe they have everybody involved with the film outscoring it, but what a terrible movie. But I want to look and see how many reviews. So the experts, 271 for Obsession on the tomato meter, which for a horror movie, 271 is a pretty good number. But look at that. Over 10,000 verified popcorn meter scores that have it at a 94. That is amazing. That means like out of 10,000 people, that's like probably over 9,000 people who gave this 100%. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So yes, kudos to them, and congratulations for one of the best horror movie scores, if not the best combined score I've ever seen. So that is great. I'm very happy to see that. And bye-bye to that. So one other little thing before we dive into John's movies, and I'm not trying to brush off John's stuff. I am just trying to make sure we give it enough time to properly talk and review them. Here we are. This week's movies coming out, as according to Fandango, something called Hungry, we don't care about. There's a whole bunch of soccer games that nobody gives a flying fuck about.
Is that what those are? I was wondering what those are.
Yeah, for the FIFA World Cup or something. I was subjected to like 15 minutes of a soccer game, and I wanted to put a bullet through my head. I was done living. I didn't want to go on. I wanted to
Goal!
Who the fuck can watch such a boring, dumb sport? You have like 10 people on the field for each team. And so like 20 people, 2 of them are goalies, and the other, and there's like one person with the ball, and the other 18 are standing there looking at him. What the fuck? What a terrible sport. So anyways, there's my thought, my rant. John knows nothing about sports. So I'm pretty
I
should
still
let you
where you
rant.
put the bag and the ball in the basket. Is that soccer?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Supergirl comes out this week. Are you excited?
Oh no, I will not be watching Supergirl. I will wait. It will be streaming on HBO in 30 to 45 days. It is getting the worst. They keep the projections for what it's going to make are going down. She is doing a complete Rachel Zegler.
Nice.
And they're saying it's going to destroy it. She sat there and said Christian men who have kids shouldn't see it. She said that this is a movie not for men. She said that her character is gay. She said her character is non-binary. She said all this stuff. And James Gunn is not stopping her. Nobody is telling her to be quiet. She's drunk on these, allegedly drunk on these red carpets where she's being interviewed. No, I'll watch it when I can watch it for free. So
yes. Very funny. Funny. I was trying to pull up Nerdrotic shared something on Instagram, and it was a picture of the Supergirl with the ape girl from was it Land of the Lost
Chaka
or something?
She does. There are these pictures that are really weird, and they're not AI'd or anything. They're not altered, where she looks like Chaka from Land of the Lost. I think she is an awful pick for, and I've said this since the beginning, for Supergirl. Supergirl, the Supergirl that was in the Flash movie, I love. She's my favorite she's my favorite Supergirl. But traditionally, it should look like the girl next door. The girl that one day you would go like, oh shit, she's on Playboy. But yet she's like this total girl next door. And she doesn't. She's playing this trailer trash, white trash version of Supergirl. And it's based on a very woke male feminist comic. So it's no.
She looks like super Neanderthal girl.
Yeah, exactly. I have absolutely no faith in James Gunn anymore. None. I think if this bombs, it's over. It's over. I mean, Man of Steel or Man of Tomorrow is already being shot, but I don't know.
I'm not going to go see Supergirl. I don't care about. There's very few comic book movies that I'm going to get my ass in a seat for. One of which is Spider-Man, which there was a new teaser I heard or something for the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's a
I've not seen it yet, but
the last trailer. I think this is the last one before the movie comes out.
Okay. But in Jackass, I've seen so many little promos for Jackass lately, and it's all about dicks and buttholes and stuff. And
pretty much, yeah.
I don't have any desire to see any of that. So I'm not going to go. And and it's funny. And I know there's a crowd. I have a very good friend in the Wet Movie One who loves Jackass, went to a Jackass event and stuff. And his sense of humor a lot of times aligns with like the things they do in Jackass. Good for him and good for them. For me, it doesn't work. I don't need somebody putting a shock collar on their dick. I don't need that. It's not funny. It's just, I don't know why we think that's funny.
I prefer the Impractical Jokers. I think they're better.
Oh, Impractical Jokers they're pretty funny. Although they were very funny several years ago when they were new. Now I think just too many people know them. So their original style of comedy, just kind of joking with people on the street, is tough for them anymore. They do different things, but they're still fun. July 10th. So 3 weeks away now, Evil Dead Burn, which is supposed to be a prequel to the original Evil Dead, right?
Really? So, I did not know it was a prequel.
Yeah. So supposed to take place in like the 1970s or something. Well, and Fandango re-releases a lot of things or has like special events.
I would go see Citizen Kane. It'd be great to see on the big screen again.
And then the Odyssey on the 17th.
No.
I have no desire to see the Odyssey.
No, absolutely not. No.
But right there, 7-Eleven Freedoms waiting for you, Conor fucking Gregor. I do believe Patty the Batty is also fighting that night. So that should be a great card. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So some fun stuff coming up, but it's a little bit down the road. And then of course, later on, where is it? Should be announced right here, right? Where's Spider-Man? I don't see motherfucking Spider. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, what a funny poster for Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I didn't even notice that.
Let's see if we can make it big. Make it big.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it won't make it big. It's sending me to Google. Well, make it big. Make it big. I want to zoom in. Bitch, damn it. Oh, well. So there we go. That's what's coming up in the theaters in the near future. What's up? How weird? OGP, to be fair, Jackass has always been pretty good. It has. It really.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and that's why I'm saying, like, and I'm not knocking it. If the sense of humor appeals to anybody, go for it. It does not appeal to me. So hard pass. I'm good. Ashwagandha, what's up? Oh, Ashwagandha, the good news for you. If you did not hear already, I talked to Tom Devlin. I sent the money to get your name added, and he is perfectly good with putting Ashwagandha 11 on the credits. So when you watch the credits of Tom Devlin's upcoming film, The Return to Shadow Valley, Ashwagandha 11, you will be credited as Ashwagandha 11 on that film. So how about them apples? That's what you get for playing the Wheel of Doom. How about that? Maybe we'll do it again. I told Tom it was a lot of fun, and maybe we'll do that again soon. So congrats again to Ashwagandha for that. Mr. Jami, a scary movie should be a 10. It really should. Where's Larry the Batman fan? Says Jamie. That is a good question. Cool. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome. Congrats on the Wheel of Doom. Let me know when you guys get the packages. So, Gail, I am out of town, but I do believe your package actually may have already shown up at my house. So there's that. And I think Fluffy got his. I do. But I'll be home in a few days, and I will either do a midweek live stream or I will open it up next Sunday, a week from today. So
yeah, mine comes tomorrow. They came too late and I was already closed. So
nice. If those bastards at the post office decide to show up for you.
Oh, well, you know, so I ordered a TV show that's not available. So I got it overseas, from some foreign country. And they mailed it out. Of course, it took like a month to get here. And then I'm seeing it says packages delivered. And I'm like, there's no package delivered. And they're like, no, the package is delivered. Let me check. And they sent me all these photographs. And they just dropped it off at a different extra space. And so luckily they showed the address. So I called the manager. This is like 3 days later. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's sitting right here. And I went to go pick it up. And it has that address on it.
You need a
so
PO
even
box.
Though my account has this address, somebody just randomly Googled, I guess, extra space, put that address on it, and sent it to a different place. So I have it now, but it's just like, what? What's going on here? Stupid asses.
Yeah, you need you definitely need a PO box. That sucks. But yeah, I'm glad you got it. So you have it in hand now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to talk about your movies that you watched first, or do you want to show your picky ups? I have a pickup.
Oh, I only have one, and it's one that we're going to talk about. So
White Monster right here is my pickup for the week.
That's racist.
Phenomenal beverage. It's a zero sugar L-carnitine plus taurine. Unleash the Ultra Beast right there. That's what I got. It's so exciting.
Why does it have to be White Monster? Why can't it just be Monster?
Because I don't know if they have a black monster. But, they have blue monsters, which they're pretty good. They have red monsters, which are pretty good.
Don't put the black monster and the white monster together because it might stab it.
Yeah. Oh, that went dark. Yeah.
The fatigue is real. The fatigue is real.
The white is all right with me. I do like the White Monster the best. It is just a tasty little beverage. So, and you've got your Kafifi in your Top Gun mug?
Yes.
In your Mavrifi mug? Your Kafifi in your Mavrifi. Top Geefy.
Yep, exactly. Hey, so, it was announced and it's official. Tom Gunn is doing a Cruise Like Thunder too. So he's doing a
is that Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder. I said Cruise Like Thunder. I can't think of the title. Yeah, it's official. Days of Thunder 2 is being made.
Don't give a fuck. I've never watched the first one, and I will not watch the second one. I hate race car movies. I've never seen Ford versus Ferrari.
That was a great movie.
That's what everybody says, but you have to give a fuck to be able to want to watch it, and I don't.
Wow. So okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scream or Ooey first?
Ooey first.
John, explain yourself, sir.
All right. So this is the new film from Uwe Boll, and it is Citizen Vigilante, which was originally called The Dark Knight, which they Warner Brothers threatened to sue him if he didn't change the title.
Oh yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah.
Right. Citizen Vigilante is a lot better. This film has been banned in certain countries, like his home country of Germany banned it. It is, and it stars Armie Hammer, who's our favorite cannibal. A woman did explain to me his text messages. Well, not to me, but in a video, she explained it, that when he was talking to a woman in private text messages and said, I'm a cannibal, I want to eat you. She said, no, it doesn't mean that he wants to eat her like a cannibal. It means that he wants to eat her pussy. So everybody has misunderstood those text messages from him. I have been an Armie Hammer fan since The Social Network. I even have a couple of Lone Ranger figures. So he's in this. This is his first movie since he was basically blacklisted. And he does a good job. It takes place in Europe. And what it is that it's Death Wish times like 100. So it's also kind of like V for Vendetta, is he gets on the TV and it's blurry and he makes these announcements. And the immigrant problem in Europe is brought up in this. And so in the very beginning of the movie, I won't say exactly what it is, but there is a murder. And if this murder was done maybe 10 years ago, you'd be like, there's no way. I know it's a movie, but no way. But with what's happening in today, like Belfast and some of these other places, 100% this beginning could happen. And his character, the Armie Hammer's character, goes out and basically murders people. If 14 teenagers, guys, rape a 14-year-old girl, let's just say they won't be in the sequel.
He's like the Punisher.
Yeah. I'm sold. Yeah, very much like that. It's very much Death Wish. It's a full-on vigilante movie, which I love. I love vigilante films, and it is very gory. It is very oovable, and I've reached out to Armie Hammer to see, because I see that he has done some interviews on channels that really don't get a lot of views, like maybe 300, 400 views, and so I want to see if I can interview him. Nice. I just got word back from Uwe Boll that he wants to do another interview. So I'll be doing a fourth interview with him for one filmmaker. We just have to set up a time and a date. But he's an interesting guy, because you just never know entirely what side he's on. And so I was a little worried about his last movie called Run, which is all about the immigrant stuff, with like the boats coming up on like the French beaches, and just people are running everywhere, like the illegal immigrants. But this is good. I enjoyed it. It's definitely set up for a sequel or two, because that's what he seems to be doing these days. So I recommend it. I watched it on Amazon Prime. I did pay for it. It was $4.99, and not bad at all. And for Uwe, who is definitely somebody who I don't know if he's a friend, because I'm not really sure exactly what to call him, but I know that he's definitely a friend of my channel. And I'm one of the main people that he likes to be interviewed by. But I'd like to consider him to be a friend. I mean, I think that'd be great, because I'm a huge defender of him. But he does these movies. Thank you. Everybody knows him for video game movies, and a lot of them people don't like. And I tend to like them because I don't know the games. So I'm just going off the movie itself. But he does these films that are very political, that are, they could be like Wall Street. He has a film called Attack on Wall Street, which is about how regular people get screwed over, and what this one guy does to stop it. And then Darfur, in like I think it's South Africa, that what goes on there. His films that are very political are really good. They're gory, and he does it to prove a point. But it's his other stuff. He has a film with Edward Norton that all takes place in a prison. It's just in a cell. That's it, one cell, and it's about how they kill a guy. Yeah, Edward Norton. I'm sorry, not Edward Norton. Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, yeah, Edward Norton.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Edward Furlong, and they kill a guy because he's like a total wimp, and then it's what they deal with and how they deal with it. But it's like a play almost. And from what Edward Norton, I keep saying Edward Norton, Edward Furlong said, is for the most part it's all ad-libbed. So it's one of those movies. So if you want a good vigilante film, if you want it to say something, because there's even a line in it where they're in like a club and it's loud. I couldn't fully hear what was being said, but there might have been something about a trans type of thing where a woman says that she went to the women's bathroom and she saw a man. So that was, I think, even brought up. So it's, because that's an issue everywhere. But yeah, it's a great film. I really enjoyed it. So I can't wait to interview
I'll
him again.
definitely be interested to see that. I love movies like anything like characters like the Punisher.
It has what's his face from Saw, Mantos How do you say his name? Corti.
Costas
Yes.
Mandel.
Yeah, he's in it. He plays like the police chief. He's been in a fair amount of his movies.
Nice. So I like Costas. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I never know how to pronounce his name.
He plays a cop in Saw as well. How about that?
Yeah. So very, very good stuff. So highly recommend it.
Yeah, and you said he does not want to eat you like a cannibal, but he wants to fuck you like an animal. Like a sequel to a Nine Inch Nails song there. I want to eat you like a cannibal.
Well, I guess you really have to watch what you write, because it's all of us, including me, thought that he was a cannibal, and I think he even kind of joked about it, and that went the wrong way. Yeah. And then of course he was blacklisted and ended up going to like Brazil or something for like a decade. So,
wow. Brian Sanchez says, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Happy Father's Day, everyone!" And thank you. If you're a father, happy Father's Day to you. It is funny, Albuquerque. I was in Albuquerque a few days ago, and I did some snooping around at Breaking Bad filming locations. Video to come on that. I went back to Walter White's house because it has been sold. The crazy lady no longer owns that house. So you can watch the video that I put out in a few days to see how that went, which was very interesting. The show's been off the air for like 10 years or more, but there were still like 6 cars that pulled up just to see the house while I was there. Like, people still absolutely love that show and that franchise. So, and John, have you seen the little Better Call Saul video for the 250th anniversary of the United States of America?
No, I didn't know that there was one.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk, and I don't know who is responsible for making the video or whatever, but he's dressed up as Saul Goodman. He's back in Saul's office, which I think is all like green screened behind him. But he's talking about like your rights, like the cheesy lawyer, you have a right for this and a right for that, and don't let anybody impede your rights. And then he goes on to like talking about how it's the rights that you were given based on like the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, all that stuff. So it's a very cool, short little video, maybe a minute long or something like that. And I don't know what it was for or anything, but I was like, oh shit, you give me a snippet of Saul Goodman, and I'm excited. So that's fun. So that's out there somewhere floating around if anybody wants to see that.
I'll have to check that out then.
Yeah, very fun stuff. Scream 7 is back in the news. Why, John?
Well, it came in. I actually got it early. So I pre-ordered it, and it came in. So, this is the 4K version. It's like $22 from Amazon. No, just regular.
You just got
the Steelbook was like $10 more, but I just chose to go with this because it does have the Blu-ray. So
yeah, a lot of times Steelbooks you don't get like with movies. Sometimes if there's like inserts or booklets or extra discs or sometimes Steelbooks you don't get that stuff. It's the give and take in a Steelbook. Yeah, they're usually more expensive. So that's probably what I'll go with when I pick up a copy. Would be just the 4K.
It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. I watched it that
beautiful.
First. No homo.
No homo. Oh, hashtag no homo.
But thank you. Yeah. So I've now seen it 4 times. And nice. I watched it that one time in the theater, and I hated it. It was all dark. And then I watched it in a different theater, thought it was better, but still had issues. Watched it the day that I got this in the mail, and then watched it again today. And I find it interesting because it's still not my favorite one, but I would probably say if I had to go in order, I would probably go like 4, 2, 1, 7, 3, 6 and 5.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I just think 6 is I kind of like that Nev isn't in it. But there were some things in here that I found to be interesting. And I do think it's beautifully shot, where I said before I thought it was just fine. The soundtrack is really good. There is there's no audio commentary, which I don't like. I wish that there was, but there's a couple behind the scenes that are good. Like Kevin Williamson pointed out, unlike in 1996, where you could use a knife, a fake knife, but a knife, you now have to CGI the blade.
Why?
He said for protection. It's now standard. And he made it almost sound like, well, we were men back then, they're pussies today. We now have to.
So nobody gets hurt on set? Is it like an insurance thing?
I think that's what he said, like a safety issue. And he showed a couple of the fake knives, and then he just showed the handle. And he goes, yeah, this is the knife that we have to CG the blade on.
Wow.
So I guess if you were to see like the raw footage, Ghostface would just be running around with a handle. And so I found that to be interesting. There's also because he never thought that he would be directing a Scream movie, which is why he hasn't done one. He's only directed that one other movie. So he made sure to surround himself with people that knew what they were doing. So he got like his regular DP guy. He got the stunt woman that he normally works with. And then the woman who works with this one guy who was Ghostface in this.
Okay.
And so he worked with people that he really trusted. And I found it interesting because I really watched this. Because I wanted to watch it twice. And I did make some notes on it because it's weird. So the beginning of the movie, and I don't know if you caught this because I did use subtitles. The beginning of the film, there's two people on a radio as that car is pulling up to Stu's house. And they're arguing if Stu is alive because there's a photograph of him at a sorority house in like 1997, and he's still alive, which was basically just, Matthew Lillard visiting the set for Scream 2 and hanging out, and somebody took that picture and everybody went, oh my God, Stu's still alive. So they're playing off of that. So from the minute the movie starts, is Stu alive? Yeah. And then I read that the house and Ghostface in there were done for two reasons. One, you're supposed to think that Ghostface is Stu.
Yeah.
And the second one is that they burnt down the house, which is a facade, because they couldn't use the original because they were going to burn it down. And then inside is a set. But they said burning down Stu's house is getting rid of the past. And then we could move on to, current Scream. And I thought that was interesting because I've always wondered, why is this beginning here when it really doesn't serve a purpose? But now it does. And, once you kind of learn about stuff. There's also, when the guy enters the house at the beginning, he goes, this is perfect. But then he goes, I'm messing up the line, but he goes like, this is almost to perfection. Something like that. Like he makes a joke or a line that the house isn't perfect. It is perfect, but it's not exactly perfect. Yeah. And I thought of you from when we first saw this, when you're like, that's not Stu's house. And it's like, oh, from what this guy said, because it is, I believe, brought up twice, is this a replica that somebody built of his house? And this is what the murder house, bread and breakfast thing is. And Stu's house is still somewhere else. Because it's weird of what he says on a couple of these things. Like, if it's perfect, then why does it need, why isn't it real? Like, why he makes it kind of sound like this isn't the real place.
Yeah.
So I thought that, and I thought, like I said, I thought of you with that, like, maybe this is a fake place. Maybe this is.
I would have to go back and hear my comment if I said it wasn't Stu's house. I don't remember that. I'd have to hear the context of that, but because I don't remember that. But I think if anything, I might have been referring to the fact of they like built a facade to burn it down because they.
Oh, see, because I know my comment right after that was, of course, it's Stu's house. So maybe I misunderstood what you meant, that it was a facade, but, instead of, it being created for a tourist spot. And then there's just a couple weird lines. So Ghostface jumps down in Sydney's house from the attic, right? And he goes to attack the family. Once that's all taken care of, Mark, God, I wish they didn't call him Mark, they're talking in the bedroom, and Sid goes, well, somebody, because she talks about Tatum's boyfriend, and she goes, well, somebody was in that attic. Yeah, Gooseface was in the attic. Like, was this scene before? Because it's weird that she would say that when, Ghostface was in the attic because he tried to kill you, because he dropped from the attic. And then you ran over him, Gail ran over him in her car. So what do you mean there had to be somebody in the attic?
Yeah, it's been a few months, and I've seen a million movies since, and I don't recall the lines and the dialogue anymore at this point, so I can't help you with that.
Unless they're meaning like they checked the house and they didn't look in the attic. So she's just saying, but then it wouldn't be stated as, there was somebody in the, it's just weird how it's said. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but I'm like, that would have been Ghostface was in the attic. And then I was watching and I looked it up again, who the killers are. And it's like, some of it doesn't make sense. So the IT guy kills the two people at the beginning of the house, at the beginning. He kills everybody else except the psycho mom kills her son and the chick from Madam Web at the bar, which I think is wrong. If that's the case, the mom wouldn't have the strength to do what she did. The guy would. So I think what they should have done is you have the psycho who escaped. He kills everybody up to when he's run over by the car. That would make sense. He's a big guy. He could do all these things. Then you have the AI guy take over for some of the kills that he can handle because he has more muscle. Then you have the mom take over, who does, basically takes on like Sid and some of the other women, because it's a leverage thing. And she does attack and stab Mark when he's walking around the garage that's being remodeled. Okay, he's taken by surprise. I get that. But it's if you're a big guy, you should be able to just kind of throw her off. And I don't think that she'd be able to lift to somebody the size of her son onto the beer thing with the point and bring him down.
No, that's very true. But this has been going on throughout the franchise, though, where like some of the killers, like, should they have been able to beat up these people or do these things? I don't think that's new to this particular film, right?
Well, it matters. Like, first film, 2 guys. Second film would be the mom and a guy. Third film is just the director, her brother. The fourth film, guy and girl, but they're killing more teenagers, like people on their same level. 5 would be the guy and the girl. So we'd have to look back to see who they were. Oh, and the dad.
Yeah.
And then, so it's like, I'm looking at this thinking, would she be able to do this? I guess if you're a psycho, and she does make the joke at the end that she has Pilates. And I buy her excuse more of the reason for her doing this.
Yeah.
More than I did originally, because maybe there was bad sound and I couldn't fully hear it. Maybe they remastered it because I could fully hear everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of like this excuse for her going around.
Well, no, Sydney ruined her life. She was an obsessed fan. She was a super fan, and Sydney ruined her life. And so she's crazy. But I don't know. I feel like in the franchise, that's one of the things that we've had to excuse with every horror movie or franchise. There's things you have to excuse that you're like, well, why didn't they do this? Or why didn't they do that? Or, in Scream, one of the things we've had to excuse is, well, how does this little girl kill this guy, or how, why are they just hiding? Like, why is the dad hiding in the closet watching his daughter have sex?
That drives me
so
absolutely nuts that he is listening to his daughter fucking a chick. This is in part 6. And then he goes and kills the guy, fake kills the daughter. And it's just like, I know it sounds cool probably on paper, but when you think about it, it doesn't, because the way that this IT guy, who comes off as a nerd, that, and he works at the asylum. And of course, everything, I guess for the most part, maybe almost everything that he tells Sid and Gail when they come to investigate the guy who escaped 2 weeks earlier is a lie, right? Stu was never in there. He probably had to think on his feet, because, oh shit, here all of a sudden these 2 people are showing up. Now I got to make up some sort of lie.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking for the most part, the writing in this is fine, but I think maybe they had so many issues while making this film that some stuff was not thought out as well as it could have been. And but I do, like, when Jonathan and I review stuff, and because I'm reviewing it, I'll really analyze it. I'll look at every single thing, continuity, story, acting, everything. And in this, just some of it didn't make, like with the AI guy just killing everybody. It's like, dude, you're a computer nerd.
Yeah.
I get the teenagers in part 4 doing it, but I don't, you're just a dude, like a guy.
I have good news, bad news. Good news, it's been a lot of fun. Bad news, it's time to go. My time limit is up here for the evening for this week. So John, I apologize for cutting it short, but
oh no, it's fine, because I still could have gone on for hours. But
okay, no. So I just didn't mean to cut you off. But look at this Cinestalker in the house. What's up? Texas has been great. But everybody, thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, well, let me say, Jamie's brought this up a couple times. John, what did you do? Today, it's Father's Day. I'm not a father. I never knew my father. I never had kids, but I wish everybody a happy Father's Day. I've slept in. I watched Scream 7 again. I watched Citizen Vigilante. I watched a bunch of YouTube stuff dealing with movies, and pretty much that's it. So yeah,
nice.
It was an okay day. It was fine.
Nice, fun day. But anyways,
thank you for asking.
Have a good rest of your night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Video coming out from me in a few days, and be sure you're subscribed to John for anything he's got coming out. Sorry to cut everybody short, but